Hey guys, it's Delisha, Kentucky Sass, and the hand. The hand was paying no attention as is normal. We got a long show today. I'm hoping to get to 25 seconds because I think I might be able to link descriptions after 25 seconds. But anyway, I thought since it is Jolly July, Christmas in July, July extravaganza, whatever you want to call it, that I would do my year-to-date Christmas project. So it's going to include some you may have seen and then a couple of new ones. So we're going to start with this finish, which I have not ironed yet, but this is called Snuggle. It's Lizzie Kate, and it's on a 32 opalescent. Now, there were supposed to be some snowflakes in here, but since the fabric was glittery, I just left the snowflakes off, and I think that looks fine. So this, I think I'm going to try to do some of my own finishing. I got sticky board yesterday, so we'll see. I figure if the Fat Quarter Shop can do it on camera, I can do it home alone in my kitchen. So we've got Snuggle. This one is Fa La 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 La. It's on a 32 count something. And so that one I think is Little House or Country Cottage, I'm not sure. So this one I still have to finish. This is Joy. This is by Crazy Annie. This is in her thing of the month. So we've got Joy. This also was Crazy Annie, and this is in her Ornaments of the Month. So I've got two of those finished. These are both, this one is a new finish. It is Sue Hillis, and I can't think of the name of it. And I did this on perforated paper, so it is right down to the edge. And then my friend Katie recommended the little fob here as the hanger because it was just missing something. So thank you, Katie. I love it. And to me, this made all the difference. I've got the glitter kind of material on the side, and I think it turned out pretty cute. So there's that one. This one is a sheep. This one is also a Lizzie Kate. It's just a small. It was finished by Jan Calvert, who just does everything good. Jan's never had a bad day in her life. She's so creative and talented. And then this is Christmas Elves. I did it on a stocking, and it is, I can't remember who the designer is, but I luckily, at the freebie table, this was Christmas Elves 1, and at StitchCon at the freebie table, I got Christmas Elves 2. So I'm going to do one more stocking with Christmas Elves 2 to go with this. And then this is a Lizzie Kate, and To All a Good Night. And this one is finished by the lovely Barbara from Keepsakes. She also does a great job. So this turned out, and this is my first flat fold. So this turned out really cute, I think. So that is my Christmas wrap up. And I'm still working on some, but I just finished the Snuggle last night. So I'm not sure what other Christmas ornament. I've got a bunch, so I don't know which one I'm going to next. Now, I wanted to share with you a couple of large items that I have just purchased. And I bought this Elon stand. This is a table stand. And I do love it. I've used it and used it at home. If you don't have it twisted as tight, it will go out to the length you want. And I sew in bed quite a bit, so I have used this just on my lap. So it's just a lap stand by Elon. And I love it, and very well made. It's great. I had a little trouble because what you do when you have your pattern in, or your fabric and stuff in here, you flip over to change, which I think is kind of a pain in the butt. So when you're sewing along, then you have to change your fabric, not your fabric, but your floss. You loosen and flip to the back. So, I don't know, that's an adjustment for me. I'm also going to put in here, I just got a Lowry floor stand, and I love it. And again, you have to flip, but it's not as cumbersome to me as this one. And I'm going to insert, I hope, pictures of that here and how my setup is at home. So you'll see the Lowry stand. And there. Now we're going to go on to my whip, and this is why you should never give up on anything. This is the material Shenanigans that I hated. So what I did, I love the color. I really wanted to do Harvest Blessings. This is Stony Creek Harvest Blessings, and I am part of the Whistle Stop gang. So everybody got a piece of Shenanigans, and we were all going to do a pattern or pick out a designer you wanted to do on this material. Mine, I hated it. I hated this material, not the color, but just the feel and the stiffness. So what I did is I took it, I wadded it up, I threw it, I kicked it, I stomped on it, and now I love it. So we got my aggression out, and I'm doing really well. So I've put in, I think since the last time I showed it, I've put in this much. I've decided to do it as is called for. So I'm just going to do it all in one color. And let me see if I can tell you what kind of floss I'm using. It is Harvest Moon. It's either Harvest Moon or Gold Leaf. I've got both of them. I think this one might be Gold Leaf. And I toyed with the idea of switching and doing the leaf in a different color, more of a reddish color. And I still might, but right now I'm just working with the gold leaf. So when I get down to this leaf, I'll decide what I want to do. But I really love this now. I love the material. Easy to see the holes. It's going really good on this one. Excuse me. Okay, now we're going to do my haul. I don't know which way to go first. Okay, we'll start with UK because, hey, this is a new bag. I found this at the Walmart, and I love it. So I have bags that I keep everything in, and then I carry stuff in. And this is big enough that I brought everything here in this bag to show you today. So I really love this bag. I'm going to use it all the time. So there is that. I know everybody is really getting excited about Radon. That's probably not in my business. We think Radon is a gas. So maybe it's Raydun. It is Raydun. So I found this over at Marshall's. It's Stash. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this for a giveaway. So we'll see at the end of this if we're going to do a giveaway now or if we're going to do a giveaway later. I'll let the hand give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down later if this is a giveaway now or if she thinks we should wait. So, but this is Raydun. It's a little stash bag. I thought it would be cute just for scissors, you know, needle threaders, that kind of thing. So I got that. Now, I am really excited because I am going to do the Autumn Quakers stitch along with Gary from Sunshine Stitchers. And by the way, Gary, I love your new haircut, very Elvis-ish. And happy anniversary week. So I love this. This is Quaker Autumn by Rosewood Manor. This is probably the biggest thing that I have attempted to do. And I am using this Valdani, and I'm in love with these colors. I love, love, love these colors. I've never worked with Valdani before, so I'm really excited. This starts August 15th. There's probably about 95 million hashtags for it, so, and I don't know what any of them are. I'm using Doubloon, which is 32 count. I think they were doing it on 28, but I decided to do the 32. So this is Picture This Plus Doubloon. So I'm really excited to start that. And of course, I couldn't start that unless I had the Garon autumn bag. And I love autumn. It's like my favorite time of the year. So I love all the little nuts, the leaves, the colors, the smells, everything autumn. And look at the perfect inside. I love that material. That's wonderful for that. And I hadn't even opened it to look at the material inside yet. So, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do this on a roller frame or if I'm going to do it on a Q-snap. So if you would, make some suggestions. Since I've never done a piece this big, I don't know. So what are your all's thoughts on it? Please, in the comments, please leave a comment and let me know. And you may not have noticed, these are Kentucky Sass shirt, a little glitter, because I like the bling. And there's the hand. There it is, in live Putterson. So, the hand and I are going high tech. We got a shirt. We actually have a bag, too, that says Kentucky Sass. And I'm going to use that as a giveaway also. So, maybe we'll just have bag day and do all that. Now, this is the rest of what I've purchased recently. And I think I am going to do this. This is Glitter House 9 Country Cottage Needlework. I think I'll probably start that pretty soon. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at home and see what material I have in my stash. But I do want to do this one. This is Silver Creek Samplers Autumn Harvest. And I got this because it was around, and I wanted to just try to do a couple of different things this year, kind of stretch. So I got that. I love pigs. This is Star Spangled Swine. And this is Hands-On Design with Priscilla Blaine. I mean, who can't love a little pig? I love those pigs. So I got that. I also got, this is Nikki's creation because the hand might have a name. It might be Nikki. And I loved it. So I'll be doing that hopefully soon. It's DMC floss is what it calls for. It calls for 1 strand. Never again will I do 1 strand. So it'll be 2 strands, just so you know. And I have just started using Bush Mountain Stitchery. If you're looking, if you don't have a local LNS and you're looking for someone, she has been wonderful. My stuff comes quickly. She's really easy and nice to work with. So if you don't have an LNS and you're looking to order online, Bush Mountain Stitchery has done a really nice job for me. Now, we're going to go to my StitchCon stuff. Before that, I want to show you, I was a winner and I was excited. So this is the Quaker Flag Cross Stitch Kit. And this was on Chelsea and Priscilla. I won on one of their giveaways. This comes with the fabric and all the flosses and even a needle. I just love this little one, so I'm very excited to start this. So I don't know what size that material, it may be an 8, I'm not sure. I have to look at that. I'm not sure what size the material is, but it looks like a lot of material. So I think that's really cute. When I was at StitchCon, I won several of the drawings. I was really excited. One of them was a bag, and I love the bag. If I didn't have this bag with me today, I would have the other one. It says Eat, Stitch, Sleep, Repeat, and it is the Fat Quarter Shop bag. It's really a good canvas, a nice heavy bag, so if you're looking for a bag, that's great. Inside that bag were several of Lori Holt's Be In My Bonnet Company, and there were several of her patterns. So this one is called, what is it called? Vintage Christmas Sampler. This one is called Farm Girl Fall. This one is Happy Farm Girl. This one is So She Did, and I know a lot of people are working on this one. So, and then I think they even showed you on Fat Quarter Shop, they showed you these little stitch cards, and these were finished along a big piece of wood that had hooks on it, and you could, I think the idea is that you could do these 4, and then they'll probably come out with some more, and you can switch them out for each season. So I won that in the bag, so I was really excited about that. While I was there, I met Lindy Stitches, and she is just so sweet. She gave out these cards with a free little pattern on it, and it's this little turtle, and I think he's just adorable. And she was so nice. So Lindy Stitches is starting to design her own, and you may want to look her up because she's got some really cute patterns out there. This was given to me by Ellen, and she is Jan Calvert's sister. And I love quilts because my mama made them, and this bag reminds me of a quilt. And inside this bag, she had a little tin that was cut out in the shape of Kentucky, and it says Kentucky across it. And I just thought that was so sweet. She brought that to me at StitchCon. This material is Under the Sea opal. It's 32 count. It is Leslie LaFleur Under the Sea, and I fell in love with this because I saw a piece that said summer. So, and that someone had done it on a material similar to this, and I think it was wasn't by Bent Creek, but maybe Cricket, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to be trying to find that pattern so I can use this material and do that. And then I'm hoping if they have fall and winter and spring to get, you know, similar material with the little gold dust in it and stuff. So that was very cute. I purchased Lizzie Kate Snippet. I think I'm going to do piece on this one as just a small. I also got Country Cottage Needleworks Christmas Cheer because there's 3 little elves. So I had my brother, myself, my brother, my brother. So everything I do, I like to do in 3s. 3's my lucky number. I have a lot of 3 things. So I got that. I got this flag needle keeper. I can never find all my needles. And I just thought this was a cute little thing to do and have. And that is Jeanette Douglas. She had one of her trunk shows there, and her stuff was so, so nice. So if you get a chance to look up Jeanette Douglas, I would do so. These are both Heart in Hand, and they had where you could purchase the little pot with it. I did not, because I'm going to be looking, you know, for some antique shops. Probably just go to my basement and have something. So this is Land That I Love. I just thought that was so cute, and of course I love Halloween. Hocus Pocus is one of my all-time favorite movies, and this is Hocus Pocus. Now for the big purchase, Bat Pig. I love Bat Pig. This is Pedal Pusher, and I'm telling you what, I love Bat Pig. There is nothing not to love. And I didn't want Bat Pig to be alone, so I got Muella DeVille to go with Bat Pig. It just doesn't get any cuter. Oh, it could get cuter if there was a sheep that would give me 3, and it could be, I don't know, I'd have to think of a name for the sheep. Yeah, ghost sheep, because then you could just cut the eyes out and maybe you have a black sheep with just a sheet on it. I'm digging on it. So I love those 2. And then I bought Hands On Design, and again, this is because of the needles and pins. And I just wanted to try to find something a little different because I just lose needles and pins. I don't know why. And speaking of that, has anybody had any trouble? I cannot keep a needle threader. I pull the little thing out. I don't know. What kind of needle thread are y'all using, and is it lasting? What time are we at?
19.
Oh, we're getting close to the 25. I don't know what magical thing happens with YouTube when you get 25, but we'll find out. So that is everything I've purchased. If you're not wore out by now, you should be. I will tell you a little life story that happened to me last week, but I'm going to have to sit down to tell it because I'm tired of standing up. Last week, I go home after work, what you know. You're excited to go home. I got a Coke in one hand, and since I'm diabetic and can only eat cardboard, I had a cardboard bar that I had just eaten in the other hand, so I had the wrapper. So I get out of the vehicle, and I throw the Coke bottle in my trash can. Chris will carry it in. Chris is going to come back out. So I throw the Coke bottle in the trash can. And then instead of throwing the paper from the cardboard bar I had just eaten, I threw my daggone car keys in. So there is the car keys, there is the Coke, and there is my Go Big Blue Kentucky thingy on the car keys laying in the Coke. So I am short, like I am short. So I bend over, like I'm trying to get my car keys out, and the garbage can comes to your boobs. So you're getting, you know, what do they call that? Mammectomy? What do they call that? I don't know. Anyway, I'm bending over, I'm hurting myself, I'm fishing. I cannot get the car keys out. I bring the garbage can back, and I'm still leaning in backwards, trying to get the car keys out. Finally, I kick the garbage can, and it rolls down the hill, and my car keys come out. So I then have to go in the house, throw the little UK thingy away because it's done ruined, and rinse off my car keys. The good news is the car keys still work. I did not think they were going to after, you know, going through the spray nozzle in my kitchen sink, but they did. So I just wanted to also let you know, Java Girl on FlossTube, she does a really great job on the bows. She has a tutorial, and she'll walk you through making a bow. Does a great job. And before I sat down here, I saw Fat Quarter Shop has a tutorial on colonial knots and French knots. Now, someone showed me colonial knots, and they look a little bit easier to do than French knots. Also, somebody I just watched was Kitten Stitcher. She was doing the sewing method, and she really took her time, and you could watch. I still can't do it, but anyway, it was pretty good. And Kitten Stitcher and, oh gosh, who was it? Jan Hicks. Jan Hicks has some good tutorials on the sewing method. If anybody has an easier way to do the sewing method, with this one, I have been doing the railroad, and I do think my stitches are laying better in here. And I also use the beeswax to put on my thread. I don't know if you can see it, but I think the thread is a little more pliable, and it does go through the material a little easier and not as many knots. I was getting where I had a lot of knots, but it's going better now that I've been using the beeswax. I've got 2 more minutes. What?
Can we give the bag away?
I don't know. Hand, are we giving the bag away? Are we not? The hand is saying, because I have to fill 2 more minutes, the Stash Ray Dunn bag is going to one lucky winner. Okay, hand. What question should we have them answer in order to win the Stash Ray Dunn bag? What do you think? Okay, what about how many people get their pigs, since I love Bat Pig? You're not getting Bat Pig, but I love Bat Pig. So I'm bringing Bat Pig out of the stack, and he wants to know, how many pedicures do you get during the summer? Are you a person that kicks off those shoes, slams on those flip-flops, and rushes to your local nail work place? How many pigs, and what kind of colors are y'all using? Like, are you using a melon, a bright red? How are you showing those pigs off? Let me see some photos and some tips on manicures for those pigs. Am I at 25 yet?
I've got 45 seconds.
I've got 45 lovely seconds. I'll tell you, I don't know how people do it, because 25 minutes seems like a long time to me, and I'm only 1. And I thought I showed a lot of stuff today. Plus, I told a life story. How many life stories are you really getting on the other floss tubes? I want you all, though, to be kind. I've seen some ugly things happen this past week. Don't be in that group. Get out. Be positive. Even if you're driving on the road, I'll tell you, I saw a thing on Facebook yesterday, and it says, I think actually Angie posted this, and it said, I used to think I was a nice Christian until somebody in the left lane is going slow. That gets on my last nerve. So, I don't know, I might be able to cough for 45 seconds. Thank y'all for watching us. If you would please recommend us, refer us. We would love to get our subscriptions up. And Kentucky Sass and the Hand say, be kind and have a stitchy day.